Scorpio, this is your you and your person read. Take a look at these two cards. Whichever pile you happen to resonate with as we go for the reading is mostly for you, right? And the other one will be for your person. I will be placing a pile in the middle that kind of tells about the progression of the relationship. But let's get into this reading. Let's ask about this Hierophant. Hierophants in general are kind of the divine masculine counterpart to the High Priestess. So you've got somebody with a lot of answers, right? A lot of times this is more about the practical side of things, okay? But you see all these keys, okay? It's about taking that knowledge and like applying it in the 3D, where the High Priestess is more of an intuitive energy here. I've got the Judgment coming in reverse here, and I also have this King of Wands coming in reverse. So the Hierophant can also designate in certain readings that you could be dealing with some really rigid kind of, you know, philosophy or dogma or something like that. But I feel like somebody's going through something that's kind of topsy-turvy right now. Whether you're getting a bunch of new insights and that has kind of knocked you off balance, right? You're just kind of not feeling like the energies are all over here, okay? Let's ask about this Page of Pentacles. And we've got that coming up in the reverse. I feel like someone could have possibly just completed some kind of study or something here, some kind of internal study. Maybe you just finished school and you're really trying to figure out what you want to do from here, okay? I'm getting this energy with both of these people, okay, that there's been like some enlightenment, some revelation, some like aha moments, okay? And that you guys are both trying to digest this, right? This is interesting. I also have this Devil card over here. So someone has been studying, okay, really focused on their work, on improving themselves to some extent, okay? And they've come into a place where, you know, I feel like this could have had to do with a lot of spiritual internal stuff too, because this Two of Swords is about keeping your guard up, being a little bit, being blinded to what is actually around you that is calm, okay? And I feel like somebody here is trying to figure out how to move past this situation. Like, what is the next step? Because they don't want to repeat the cycle, right? This is really what I'm getting here. Now, in the middle of the relationship, this is, you know, represents the relationship. I have the Sun card here, and this is interesting. This is the card for Leo. So you could have Leo in your chart. By the way, check out the description box. The Intro to Astrology book gives you everything you need to know and more, plus printables and downloads and all this kind of stuff, and good artwork that I actually made to understand your natal chart. And it's when we pull these karma cards and stuff, that can be really helpful. Anyway, I see like, it's like these two people were like separate and struggling a little bit. Okay. And I think they're struggling kind of like with their own lives and what's going on. And I think there's some internal struggles that are going on. They're both kind of in this growing, trying to feel their way through here. And then all of a sudden, perhaps they meet. Okay. And it adds sunlight because they realize that they're not alone in doing this. I also have the Nine of Wands coming out. So I see that both of these people are kind of tired when they're coming together. Like they're both kind of like, is this the darkness right before the dawn? Is kind of what I'm getting. This has a lot to do with an upheaval of emotions, which makes sense from what I was talking about here. Okay. And we've also got this Death card in the reverse. So I feel like for both of these people, okay, even though this relationship might offer sunshine, you are being counseled and guided here to complete your cycles, okay? Like this could be a friendship that's starting out, you know, that kind of a thing. But to complete the cycles before you try to move forward with the relationship here, okay? I do see that there's an alleviation of stress with the relationship. I do see that you both see this relationship as a step forward, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a partnership, you know, it could be a new partner in business, a new work colleague, you know, something like that. I am reading a romantic reading, but this is what I'm picking up on. Okay. I believe that you both see the potential here already, right? But you're both kind of still mired in this stuff. So the Spirit wants me to tell you that they want you to complete your cycles, whether you're in communication while you're doing this or not, right? That's really important. Okay, so let's get some more clarification here. Let's ask about this Judgment card, please. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so somebody could possibly be thinking about moving, or, you know, really trying to secure like their sanctuary. I feel like there was a lot of grief here. There was a lot of grief here. And I hear like somebody saying is like, is this done yet? Is this done yet? And I think this person has been moving out of grief back into creating a sanctuary for themselves. Okay, let's ask about this King of Wands, please. Thank you, angels. Thank you, gods. Okay. King of Wands, I have the Hermit. All right. So if you haven't done this, you're going to be doing this too soon. Okay. You're going to feel like, you know, part of that pain or whatever that is, it could actually have been an illness as well. Okay. Is going to be coming to an end here for you. And you're going to be really focusing on home and family, like the basic structure here. And it doesn't have to be blood family, right? And this is going to pull you back into your power. I do feel like you may take some time away from the world here to collect yourself. Okay. Let's ask about this Two of Swords, please. Okay. I have the Seven of Pentacles here. So yeah, this person has been going through growth. This stage is they're assimilating the knowledge that they have learned here, and they're getting ready to step out and apply it. I think it took a while to integrate is what I'm hearing. Okay. And as far as the Devil card here, we have this intuition. So this is showing me that you're understanding here exactly what I'm saying. Okay. Perhaps you had a relationship in the past that didn't go so well and you don't want to complete those cycles. Know that you're going to be able to see whatever it is you need to see with this. Okay. You're going to be able to see how, what, where, when that you need to do things. I'm also hearing to pace yourself. The more you stay aligned and offer yourself growth, like hold that space for yourself. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you shouldn't hold that space for yourself. Okay. I do feel like at the moment, all right, it's kind of like a toss-up between, am I going out here and creating new things, or am I standing in my intuition? I feel like it's hard to do both for this person right now. Or when they get to the stage, right? It's hard for them to do both. Okay, which is fine, because this person on the same level is in the Hermit. They're, you know, neither one of you are quite ready to like get out there and birth this new world together, right? I do feel also like somebody is working really hard at trying to see themselves and value what they're doing. Like I'm hearing like it's under construction. I've got like construction cones coming up here. All right. Yeah. Okay. We had the moon here in reverse. Now we've come full circle in the middle here. I feel like there's going to be a lot of discussion going on here. And I feel like this relationship has the chance to bond, okay, in a healthy way. Instead of talking about all the troubles and all this, you start talking about solutions here. You start talking about, you might, discuss your situations, but I feel like there's a separateness that's going to come together, and it's a respect for the new relationship as well as a respect for yourselves here. Yeah. When I ask about this going forward, we're not taking the bait. We're doing this differently. There's your 10. So you went from the 9 into the 10. Okay, this is harvest. And the fact that you guys are already showing a 9 shows me how compatible you are. I feel very possibly like this is going to be the person that offers the cup of love or brings it up. And this person is going to greet it with patience and respect, right? And grace. All right. Let's ask where this is going to go past this, please. There you go. I've got the Hierophant coming up again. Okay? So, okay, I feel like there's a real possibility that somebody here, this person here, could have some things that are not completed in their life, that they're not sure about how to bring this into the relationship. I do see as well that spirit is guiding this. Like, you guys are protected. Okay, like, I don't want to say fated because I don't really think like that, but I think that there can be a lot of benefit here. I think this is like fairness and equity, and it's on a bottom line where, you know, the high priestess is more ethereal. Okay, you've got this hierophant and this high priestess. I think that this could be a really, really good match here. Okay, I do also see a tower moment. Now, it looks horrific when you see it like this. Okay, but what I see is that this is an opportunity for a new start. This is like a purging that's happening, which is actually a good thing. Okay? This is a purging of past stuff. This is a purging of stuff no longer serving. Okay? And I feel like in a lot of ways, I'm getting this as kind of universal. Can anybody relate to this right now? Right? But I feel like it's as you come together in the relationship, like things go well. We've got this patience, this earth angel card out here, that things just start to drop off. I'm going to double check. I'm going to ask about that tower card, please. Yeah, here you go. Strength. There could be some things going on around you that are going to be significantly peripherally destabilizing or purging. Okay. But I really feel like you guys come together in this. And you're going to build this relationship on strength instead of this other stuff. And I think that that's very, very important. That's why Spirit brought that up. They want you to understand that it should be based in strength, okay? And patience and care, right? Because you've got these, you know, it wasn't, we had the Empress come out, right? But it was the Hierophant and the High Priestess. High level spiritual stuff here. All right, when I ask about this Hierophant, this person over here, I got the Karma card. What do you want to be known? No, what you want to be known, what is believed about, and use the quickest way in. And this is coming up in Gemini. All right, again, it would be interesting to know if you have Gemini placement in your chart and what house that's in. Okay, there are 12 different houses, just like 12 different signs, and they each signify a facet of our lives. So it would be interesting to know that. I really think this is about deciding who you're going to be from this point forward. You have this new start, you have this new chance, you have a chance to really set a different tone for your entire life here. Okay? That's what I see happening. Let's ask about this person over here, please. I've got, as a life or death issue, getting and using power, use other people's resources in the 8th house. Okay, so I mentioned this person has gone through a period of study and now they're in this period of assimilation. Okay, again, it would be interesting to see what planet, what you have in your 8th house here. Okay, I think that this person kind of went through almost like a soul regeneration. I think that they have already started creating this new life. I think there was a lot of work that was put into this. I think they're trying to decide what to do. I think they're getting used to using the skills and power that they have accumulated. That's why we have the growth phase. With the intuition card coming out here with this High Priestess, I see them standing in their power, but just not quite sure how to apply it yet. And I believe that this is actually by choice. Okay, I think that they are trying not to make a mistake here, like to make sure that they're on the right path. And sometimes that can take some time to assimilate all of this and figure out, okay, where am I going from here? You could also be in the process of building a business, which takes time, right? How am I going to structure this? How am I going to market this? How am I going to get clients? How am I going to do this, right? So I think the life or death part is because you're starting something new and you don't want to go backwards, which is why we have that devil in reverse. I think getting and using power was about you collecting all of this knowledge, and using other people's resources, I feel, is more of a tribal thing here. Okay? Like, you don't have to do everything on your own, right? I think it's a very positive thing. I don't like necessarily the word use, right? Okay? In the middle, which represents the relationship, it's by making the right connections. The idea in question, get your ideas going in the third house. Notice the writing, the pen, and the phone. This is about connecting with other people. Okay, and I feel like you both need to be doing this. That's why it's coming out for the relationship. It's kind of like, okay, I met a like-minded person. I know that they're out there, right? Or, you know, I finally feel a little bit better about myself. So now it's time to start going. And I feel like there's this connection. You guys could be building something together without even knowing it. Like you might be sharing connections and stuff, and further on down the line, it's going to come back full circle and you guys are going to be like, oh, wow, check that out, right? Okay. Yeah. I've got building blocks coming in for you. I've got thinker coming in. That's interesting. And I've got mending. I really think that you guys have a great opportunity to really build something solid here. And I think that it's going to actually be in a position where it's mending both of your hearts to be doing this. I think you guys like gave each other faith just by even existing, right? Just by just knowing that there's somebody else out there that you're sharing with and talking with, right? I think that was a boost. The thinker part of this is, I think you guys are both, right, really taking your time because you want to do this right. And then I have Treasure Island here. Okay. What a blessing. What a blessing here. And I think it's because you guys are kind of able to see the good in everything, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be hitting these high priestess and hierophants. Okay. There's like a spiritual aspect, like a soul aspect here that is just really beautiful. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, someone, lovely person, lovely soul, got me this new deck. So I am doing these new oracle cards for the readings. Excuse me. And I get a lot of symbolism from the cards. I get a lot of insight from the cards, from the symbolism on the cards. Sorry. But what I've been doing is pulling cards and then reading out of the book because it's a new deck and I don't want to miss anything. So I think it's a great way to do this. We've got number 28. A firebird is called to soar. And it's Joel Nakamura that did these illustrations. Aren't they just beautiful? I love the colors. Okay. Obviously it's a phoenix, right? So let's see. Number 28 goes into a 10, which is a completion of a cycle. And there's a lot of that going on right now. There are people completing cycles. And then, with every completion, there's a beginning as well. Okay, a firebird is called to soar. The essential meaning, being fully yourself, knowing who you are and who you're becoming, authenticity, shining on behalf of the divine. Do you know who you are, what you truly value, what matters to you, and how you genuinely feel about things? Can you be that person without worrying what others think? You are a unique and special being with your own path, your own journey to travel. You have incarnated with a purpose built into your very being. You don't have to look for it ever. It's inside you and has been all along. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. You have incarnated or been born in this life with a purpose built into your very being. You don't have to look for it ever. It's inside you and has been there all along. I know a lot of people that are out looking for their soul purpose, right? And it's great to experiment and try to see, you know, what works and what doesn't work, but you're going to find all the answers that you need inside of you and by paying attention to you. Okay? There is something to celebrate. Just as a great symphony is made up of many instruments, each one integral to the whole, your special note is essential to the great song of life. You need to play your note and not let someone else's. And not someone else's. So at this moment, being yourself, speaking up about what's important to you, and making choices from an authentic desire to participate is always what's best for everyone. You know, we're all part of the same tapestry here, right? This universal life force energy. Everything we do has ripples, whether we see them or not. You have come so far in your life. It's time to be proud of who you are and what you have to offer the world. Like a firebird is called to soar, so are you called to express the fullness of yourself and shine. Just remember your true heart. It's okay to be vulnerable. Take off the masks you hide behind. Then and only then can you make an empowered choice to fly. Ready? The dream weavers think you are. All right, Scorpio, I hope that's been helpful for you. I just wish you guys all the best. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are new to YouTube, subscribing doesn't cost anything. It just kind of will let you know when people upload videos. And you can also stay in the subscription and turn off that bell, which is the notification, or leave it on if you want to know when videos come up. I usually load about 3 a day, sometimes more than that. And then I do shorts as well. Anyway, take good care of yourselves out there. Take good care of each other. I hope this has been helpful, and be kind out there.